What's up, guys? We are live. So we got Steve the Dean Williams from the Man Mindset joining us today, and let's give him a big thank you for being flexible. Destiny had to reschedule for tomorrow, so Steve was really cool about rescheduling for today. So yeah, man, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, first off, I want to say thank you for having me. I appreciate you, and I love what you're doing, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, man. Are you familiar with my content?
Yeah, I'm a little familiar with it. Matter of fact, I watched a little bit last night. I watched your show with about the simping. I started watching that a little bit and seeing that. So yeah, I saw some of that. Like, how funny, man. That's all love, man. Yeah.
2 days ago with the dominatrix.
No, I watched that. You said you had one with a dominatrix?
Yeah, we had a dominatrix and her sex life. So it was like this dude who was on a leash, and like the chick had him on the leash, and then I was interviewing me, and he was trying to explain to me how he's alpha. It was interesting to say.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, we actually have a mutual friend. You're friends with Duke, right?
Yeah, Duke and Don. Yeah, Duke. Yes, my boy Duke. I've seen you on the 21. We were on it together. We did a show together. You might not remember, but you, me, and I think was it John? You came off for a second with Anthony Dream Johnson. You don't remember that, did you?
Yeah, it was like 6 months ago or something. It was a while.
It's been a while. I'm saying it's been a while, but I mean, it's been a while. But when you came on, I was on with you. But I mean, you probably forgot about it. But yeah, I remember seeing you. Someone looked like you. I thought it was you, but yeah.
How do you know Duke? Have you guys known each other for a while?
I do shows with Duke. Duke and I have done shows for since I've known him for about 9 months. Yeah, so we do shows from time to time together. Yes.
That's pretty much the same as me. I've known him for 9 months. Yeah, I've been on his channel like at least a dozen times. He's a good guy. I like Duke.
Yeah.
Let's start off with a quick intro. Just give the guys like a little background about yourself, who you are, what you do, so they get an idea.
Okay. Well, what I am, I'm a dating coach. I've been doing this since the age of 9. I'll be 51 in August. So if I do the math right,
when you were 9 years old.
I'm sorry.
You were picking up girls when you were 9 years old?
Yeah. Well, no, not before then. I mean, I would talk to girls and kiss them and be in the bushes or go over to the house and they were like unbutton my shirt and I would get scared type stuff. I was naked with a chick a little bit older than me. I couldn't get hard. So, I've had my ups and downs, but I got a mentor at 9 to show me game. And I'm sorry.
That's highly impressive.
Well, no, it's not. It's just that he was the guy in the neighborhood. Just to give you a quick story, he was the guy in the neighborhood everybody wanted to learn from. So he took a bunch of us together, and he was like, "Who wants money?" Just to give you an example of mindsets. Who wants money? And we were all like, we wanted money. And he threw some nickels, dimes, and quarters on the ground. And whoever didn't pick them up, he said, "Get the hell!" He was cussing, "Get the F out of our face." I won't cuss, but he was like, "Get out of our face." And what he was teaching us, the first lesson is your mind has to be in line with your behaviors to be teachable in the game. So that was the first lesson. So I learned that my first was when I was 13, she was 24. I became a gigolo in my early 20s and I retired around 28. So, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Wait,
how did that come about? How did you become a gigolo?
Well, that came about because I was in circles. See, the way I was with women and stuff at the time, I would get into circles where women would just, threesomes, orgies, before cuckolding was cuckolding, women husbands wanted to watch you screw their wives and stuff. So, yeah, cucking. Yeah, before it was cucking. Yeah, but I was in that before that because the way I moved, how I was taught about position. I was always taught one of the major rules, I'll tell you in 1 second, but it was just all about position and being in the right place at the right time, knowing the right people, getting your foot in the door and being a part of that group. It starts with the orgies, and then it branches off to swinging, then it branches off to single individuals, then it branches off to women. But to tell you a little bit more, at the end of the day, my number one rule was the game would never be about women. That was the number one thing I learned at 9. It will always be about you, your mindset, and how you think about yourself.
Right. Okay. I want to explore this a little more. So what age did you become a gigolo at?
Was around 21, 22. So when I came to Houston, I came to Houston about 21 or 20. And what happened was the woman that I was messing with, the thing about gigoloing, it's an underground connection of think about when you were young, you ever passed baseball cards out? You remember the baseball cards that had the bubblegum sticks in them that we used to get when we were kids? I don't know if you remember. I mean, we're too old.
I grew up in Russia, so we didn't have that.
Okay, well, okay, well, okay. Gigoloing is underground circuits of all over the world. It's all over. It's an underground thing that I'll give you an example. You in Maryland can get passed off to somebody in California because there's a connection through the underground circuit where women will pass you off to other women based off of who you are. It's all about keeping things quiet, keeping things silent, and just taking care of women. So
you were getting paid for this, right? You were getting paid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Between 500, sometimes 1,000, 1,500. But it wasn't about sex. It was about holding, cuddling, dancing, and rubbing her face. It wasn't even about the sex. I was giving them what they were missing at home.
Yeah. You ever see the movie Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo? Whatever?
Yeah. I've seen Deuce. Yeah, I've seen that. Yes.
He's like dancing with the chicks. Okay, so you're making what was the quality of the woman? Were the girls attractive, unattractive? Like, what would you say was the average?
They were everything. It was all about money. It was college girls. It was regular girls. It was rich girls. They were between you had choices. I mean, I didn't mess with any mud ducks or any fat chicks. So you get to meet them and decide if you want to carry on with what they call roses or all that other stuff. So there were college girls that would go to college and stuff like that. They would just, after exam, they didn't want a boyfriend. They didn't want to be tied down. So if they were part of the swinging thing, like the orgies and stuff, it's a connection. It's all connected underground. It's happening all around us basically, but it's a group or a syndicate or a society that's really low. Politicians, athletes, it's really a intricate type thing. So yeah,
how do you get involved in that initially?
Well, and that's how I teach my guys. This is how I teach my guys now. I always tell my guys that the best way to do is go to around college time, go to the art district. And in the art district, there is nude modeling, okay? Because art is different shapes. So what I tell my guys to do, either go nude modeling, I tell them to do poetry clubs and slams, or just get outside. I mean, when you go to bars, there are times where my clients now, and it's happened to me, an old white guy, or it could be old black guy, but most old white guy, a guy just start talking to you at the bar. And a lot of guys think that the guy is trying to pick them up, but the way it works, there are rules to this. The rule is the couple sees the guy. The guy goes and talks to you first because he's got to vet you. Once you pass that vetting process, he then tells you to come sit down and meet his wife. Then the two of you talk together. Then he goes and gets, quote unquote, something to drink or go to the bathroom. You and her begin to talk. He comes and sits down. She gives him a signal that if everything's down, you want to take this back to our place, or do you want to go to our hotel or something like that? So that's how it works. And it's just a thing where he'll sit in the corner.
Dude, I can't imagine being like I've been in your shoes where I banged the dude's wife. But I could not imagine having someone bang my wife. Like that to me is like the pinnacle of humiliation. Is like you have some other man bang your wife. But
that's some guys people have fantasies, and we'll talk more. We'll talk more about that with women. But a lot of guys fantasize about just watching their women with somebody else. I don't ask. I just do. But yeah, so.
Yeah, you ever have any like crazy shit happen where like you're fucking the girl and the guy tries to
well, I talked about me jerking off in her eggs while she ate it. I had one I used to jerk off in her eggs and stuff. But the craziest thing I had was a woman offer me a car, because the thing is you're in another bracket of people who are never told no. So what happens is when you learn sexuality and sex game, that it takes everything to another level. They begin to fall in love with you by the way you are. So think about a number system. If you're really good, they pass you on to other people, because it's like, look what I have. It's kind of like I'm trying to give you an idea. It's like, look what I have. Look, it's like when you have friends. Look at my new friend. This is the guy I hang out with type thing. So they pass you around like that, yeah. But it's a very secret society, very quiet. They don't talk much about it, man.
Interesting. And so what made you stop being a gigolo? Like, why did you stop?
one thing made me stop is I didn't listen to the woman that broke my heart when I was 14. The one thing I listened to, when she was 25, she broke my heart at 14. I never listened to her because what she taught me was how to become an addiction and a habit to a woman. And what I did, because I was arrogant, I would use those tactics on these women where they would fall in love, where they want to leave their husbands and all that other stuff. And they started trying to control. And then on that part, I wanted to settle down because after the threesomes, the orgies, fucking guys' wives and all that stuff, you kind of get bored. So, and I'm sure you understand, because you know, I mean, we just get bored. I mean, it's like, it's just what's different out there. So I wanted a family. I wanted to duplicate myself. So I settled down at that point.
Okay, gotcha. That's interesting. What age did you lose your virginity at?
13.
Wow, dude, you were young. Holy shit, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing like I've noticed is like different about black culture and like white culture. And like black culture, you get started a lot earlier. Like we
Yeah,
gotta do
yeah.
the stuff we do, but we do it like 10 years later.
Yeah, well, the thing was, I could have done it earlier, but I was scared. I just couldn't get my dick hard. There were times. See, I had sisters. You have any sisters?
No, I'm an only child.
Okay, well, lucky you. But I had sisters, so they would have slumber parties, and while they had slumber parties, the girls, some would call it molesting, but they were touching on me. But they would sneak because I had to sleep in the living room when she had girls over. But at night, they would sneak into the living room, start kissing on me and touching me and stuff like that. So. Yeah. Somebody they say the black culture, we just not, and it's not a race thing. It's just that things move a little faster because we move faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely true. What's your like how I mean, I know you're married now, but what's like your body count before you were with your wife? Like how many women have you slept with roughly?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Cause
Like ballpark.
yeah, it's, I, ooh, okay. Well, here's the question. If I'm fucking like a group of women, like 5 women, do they count as a 1 or 5, or it's like
No,
six?
that's five. Right, that's five right there. That's five
Right,
different.
was that okay? See,
Yeah.
okay. The problem is that it's hard to give a number because the swinging was just different women. So fuck. I'd say well over 5. I can say well easily over 5. I just can't give you a number because
500, right? Not five.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. No, I know. Yeah, yeah. I'd say well over that because you've got to take into account not only the orgies of threesomes, but like I said, as I started early at 13, once I got into this, I was smashing from 13 on up. I was always going through it, man, like a hot knife through butter. So I
Yeah.
didn't, it didn't even care about the women or the counts. It was all about the control to me. It was the control.
Yeah. So you were pretty naturally good with girls, I'm assuming then, because you were like banging when you were 13.
Yeah, well, I wasn't a natural. Okay. My father is Ted Williams. Okay, if you see, he's on Fox News. You can see my personality. My father was a ladies' man, so I always wanted to be like my dad, like little Ted. So he always had women. So I always emulated him. But once I got the girls to kiss on me and touch me, I didn't know what to do. But it wasn't until I started to learn game to understand that it wasn't about the woman. It was more about myself. So once I picked that up, it just went off. So I can't say I was necessarily a natural. I had personality, but I also learned from my sister and my mentor that I had to learn people. That was one of my other than my puzzle pieces. I have a thing with puzzle pieces. I had to learn my 100-piece puzzle set. If you want to know, I'll break that down. And I had to learn people. That was the first 2 things I had to learn. The puzzle set was teaching me. See, when you make a puzzle, okay, most people do what? Look at the box to solve the puzzle. So what my mentor was teaching me was that I want you to rip the box up, and I want you to do the puzzle so you can start doing what? Communicating with yourself. So that was the first lesson, to begin to talk to myself to try to solve something that's cluttered. That was rule number 1. The second thing was to get out there and learn women. I hung out with the nerds, the geeks, the cool people, the jocks, the loners, to know them because I have to be able to know all people like music, rock, pop, goth, metal, hip hop, jazz, blues. So I had to learn women. And to learn women, I had to learn people. So those were my first 2 things at 9 to begin my process.
Wow. Who was your mentor?
My mentor was this old guy. He's old. He's still alive right now. He was see, I'm not a part of a secret society because I don't want to talk secret societies. I was just part of a group of people that conquered. I was with a group of people that that were made up of hustlers, pimps, ballers, max, players, you name it. They were street guys. It was like street. It wasn't about, now because I'm not a pimp, because I didn't have any women on the corner. It was about teaching you mindsets, teaching you how to navigate your world by learning that you're the only one of your kind. By learning that, see, the problem is people don't understand that their fingerprint separates you from everybody, right? You are the only you, Alex. There's no Alex based off your fingerprint. So what we were taught was learn your own language, learn your own way you talk, learn the own way you move. Don't learn from us. They will give me information where I'll have a mental blacksmith to take the information and fit it to myself, but it's exclusively mine. And I learned, that's how I learned for myself. And that's how we did it.
Interesting. But how did you meet your, you had a mentor really early on in age. How did you meet this guy, like initially? Like,
well, he was a guy on the basketball court. He was a guy the women were crying, bringing him McDonald's, Burger King. He was like the drama. He was like the cool guy. He was the one the guys wanted to hang out with, but the women wanted to fuck. They were crying, all that other stuff. So we would kept bugging him. You know, teachers gay. He's like, I won't cuss, but he was like, hey, look here. If you
say whatever you want.
Okay. We respect. Oh, I cuss. Okay. He's like, hey, look at you, bitch ass motherfucker. Get the fuck out of my face, bitch. Motherfuckers, y'all can't get the fuck out. So we kept bugging the bug. We said, look, all right, motherfucker, this is what I want y'all to be over here, and we're gonna do it. So then it was at that part. He sat down, he said, who wants money? And we all like, money, me. And then he threw out dimes, nickels, and quarters on the ground. He stood there just like this. He said, everybody else didn't get it, because everybody was laughing at those that were scraping for the money. So he said, everybody else get the fuck out of here. And everybody was like, what you talking about? And here's the lesson he taught. He said, see, when I said you wanted money and you raised your hand, you wanted money, but your mind was thinking dollars, $5, $10, $20, $100. But that penny, that dime, and that nickel is a penny, dime, and a nickel more in your bank account. So if your actions don't line up with your behaviors, then you actually don't want the thing that you want. You're kind of like daydreaming. And that was the first lesson.
Okay. Where did you grow up? What city was this in?
I'm from DMV. I'm from Maryland, man. From Maryland, DC, Baltimore, Virginia. Yes.
Okay, cool. And this was what, like in the 80s or 90s, or?
This is late 80s. Late 80s. Yeah, early 70s. Early 70s. Yeah, early. Because I was born in 71. So 80s. Yeah.
I do feel like it was like, okay, because what you're describing is like slightly different than my childhood, but there's still some overlap. I do feel like I don't know, like growing up now is different because people don't hang around outside anymore as much. Like it's more like everyone's inside. Like
everyone's inside. Yeah.
Like in my neighborhood, like you go outside and there's people hanging out and there's like the local group. But,
right.
I don't do that much anymore.
Right, but we had to come home before the lights came on because we get our ass whipped. So we would get our ass whipped. So our thing was we had to get home because our parents beat our asses back then. I don't know about white parents, but black parents beat the fuck out of you, man.
Well, yeah, Russian foreign parents, they also beat you.
That's what we got a lot in common there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so I was watching a good amount of your content today. I think we probably agree on more things than we disagree on. I guess the first thing I guess we can discuss was I was watching your debate, we can call it, with AMS. How did that whole thing start?
Well, that started, I was on O'Shea Duke Jackson's show, and AMS used to come into my chat room just pushing his agenda and his thing. He kept doing that, which is fine. People do whatever. So he came on the show and he just started talking all this like you should lie, manipulate, and deceive women. Okay. So I said that's what bitches do because remember, the game is not about women. So why are they so important that I need to lie, deceive, and manipulate them? So that's where that kicked off at, because there's no reason to lie to something that's not important. I don't give a fuck about, I can cuss. I don't give a fuck them women. I don't give a fuck about them, but I don't need to lie to them motherfuckers. They're not that important.
So do you believe in radical honesty?
No, I believe in keeping it a buck. I'm not radical. Okay, this is what I believe in. This is who I am. This is what I want. And then you make the choice what the fuck you want to do. whether you do it or not. See, okay, all right, let me explain it. Okay, so peep game. So what I learn and what I teach is most guys today are looking at what I call the last domino. Okay, so the last domino is the reaction or the reply from a woman. So that means that they're basing who they are off of what the woman's saying. So if the woman says no or rejects them, they're saying that that's who they are. They're basing that reality off of that. Okay, so what we learned, what I teach, or what I learned as a young man was that the thing was this: I am not the last domino. I'm not a loser because she said no. I would be a loser if I didn't go after the thing I want. See, she's allowed to say,
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
sorry.
No,
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
right. So she's allowed to say no, but what she says and what she doesn't say is none of my business because all I'm doing is putting in my bid. See, I don't see. We see where I learned we don't approach women. We put our bid in. Two totally different things. And then I should write that down as we'll talk about it if you like. But yeah, so when I put my bid in and I meet a woman, this is who I am. But this is the beginning of me. This isn't the end of me. This is the beginning of me because of the layers that I am when you're lucky enough to be worth my attention, worth my time, worth my respect, and then worth my dick.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's a good mindset. But going back to like the honesty thing, okay, so there's like different levels of it, right? Let me kind of break it down like this. There's the people who believe in radical honesty, right? And that's
Okay.
like where you say like 100% what's on your mind. So, for example, if you see a girl who has really nice tits, if you think about her tits, you might go up to her and be like, "Hey, I cannot stop thinking about your breasts. What's your name?" Right? That's like radical honesty right there, right?
Well,
Then
no,
you
no, no, I do no. Okay, the reason I'll do radical honesty because she's not okay. The depth in which we are and what we learn is that these women are not sexy. They're not beautiful. They're not fucking desirable or special. I'm beautiful. I'm desirable, and I'm special. And she's got to prove her worth to me. So when I see a woman, I don't cake over a woman because at that point, that means I have her in my mind. She's living rent free in my mind. I'm saying she look okay. She has my curiosity, but now I'm gonna go ahead and put my bid in. So, and it's not to tell her how her titties look and all that other stuff. It's to say, look, I'm trying to show you why you should fuck me. Because what I've learned and gained is that I'm not trying to fuck the woman because I'm the prize. So she's going to be fucking me based off of all the things I show my guys to position themselves in to show their value and worth. So
No,
yeah,
I,
I
I,
don't.
I agree. I agree. That's a good mindset. But I think that's something a little different. I guess. Okay, let me phrase the question like this: do you believe in white lies? Because it sounds like you don't, right? Or do
What
you?
is whitewash?
Like a white lie would be like lying about something that's irrelevant. Like for example, let's say you have a date with a girl and you're
Yeah.
15 minutes late, and the reason you're late is because had diarrhea and you were sitting on the toilet. But instead of telling her, "Hey, I was taking a fat shit,"
Yeah.
I got stuck in traffic. Yeah,
No,
lie.
I wouldn't. It's none of her business what the fuck I'm doing. No, I don't know. What you see is what you get. See, here's my thing, big dog. I tell guys, if y'all want to fuck, just why not ask? Hey, listen, why not ask for what you want? Because if you're going to take her out to dinner, you've already lost because you're trying to manipulate what you actually want to do through a dinner, thinking that she doesn't know what you're doing. Thus, she's going to run more game on you, which is going to make you mad at her instead of just asking what you want. I mean, I don't. They're not that. And again, I don't want to sound like a dick, but they're just not that fucking special. That if you want to fuck. But see, from where I learned to get more pussy was to stop making it about the woman, to make it more about me. So I don't. We don't teach our guys to fuck because getting pussy is easy. What makes game is showing her why she should fuck us and suck our dick.
No, I get all that, man. I'm still trying to kind of figure out where you're at in terms of like your approach in terms of honesty. Like it sounds like I don't know. Like when I was listening to that debate you guys had with AMS, it sounded like the big disagreement was this: AMS believes in white lies, so he's like, yeah, sometimes like if I have a date with a chick and I fuck another girl, I wouldn't tell her that. Versus you believe in a more
I
honest.
was Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll tell. Yeah. Yeah. I'll fuck. What are you doing? I'm with somebody else. You know I'm busy. I'll talk to you later. So yeah. Well, I guess I'm on. Well, listen. I am honest, but I'm not honest creepy. If that makes any sense. My thing is this is who I am. I'm not ashamed of who I am. So this is why this is why I'm here because I want to get to know you in a more intimate way. I want to know if your character matches your beauty because I'm not going to give you anything. So I'm I'm honest, but not honest creepy, I guess. I'm not, wow, look at your titties. Wow, I just want to bend you over and fuck you type thing. I'm saying that this is why I'm here. But if you want to know what my intentions are, I will be more than happy to say, I'm trying to show you why you should fuck me. That's if you want it that way. I would happily say that to any woman. And if you want a relationship, absolutely not. I am not here to give you a relationship. You can rent the dick out. I am not here to, if I don't want a relationship, I'm not going to give you one. And if I'm in a relationships, I'm going to tell you that shit because I don't care what you think. Because the thing is, what's going to get her is the fact that I don't care about what she thinks. So I don't know if that means just as honest, I guess, right?
Let me rephrase the question like this. What do you think about Alan Roger Curry's mode 1 approach? Like, is that in line with your game? Or
no, because I don't. Okay, mode 1 again. Alan knows his own stuff, but mode 1 is about numbers. I guess 1, 2. Mode 1 guy is this. A mode 2 guy is this. A mode 3 guy is this. A mode 4 and 5 is this. Right?
Yeah, I had Alan on like a year ago, so he explained to me. So mode 1 is just going in like really direct, right? Like you're not going to be creepy about it, but you're going to be very, very direct, right? Which is different than the way most guys approach women, where they're a little bit more indirect, right? You're a little bit more tactful. Mode 1 is like going in super fucking direct, right? That's mode 1, and it sounds like that's sort of what you're describing, but I'm still
no, because I'm not a mode. I'm a man, so I'm not trying to. No, you know what I mean. I know no disrespect. I'm just saying that I don't look at myself as levels. I look at myself as what I just want to do. I mean, how I talk to her is how I choose to talk to her, but I'm going to be clear, concise, and transparent. See, I don't need to let her know I want to fuck her because they already know we want to fuck. But what throws them off is I'm saying you got to prove that you're worth my time before I even give up the dick. So I'm not saying Alan's stuff is wrong. That's his thing. You know, that's what he does. That's his thing. You know what I mean? But I'm not a mode 1. I'm my own guy. I'm just me. You know, I'm all about the fingerprint, the mindset. I'm not about how I talk to her is how I talk to her. I guess if that makes sense. It's not. I don't need to lie to her, basically. But you know, I don't need to be like over anxious. But let me just say this real quick. The reason I really feel it works for Alan, and I will stand on this to the day I die, is because when you have sexual confidence, I can say that without a shadow of a doubt, when you have sexual confidence, the way you talk to a woman, like if Alan said to a woman, you know, hey, baby, because Alan got this chick. I remember Alan telling me about the woman he got in the grocery store. But if Alan says, what Alan says to a woman is different than a regular guy. Because Alan has sexual confidence. So what it's going to come off as, and it's going to be on the streets, it's going to be smooth. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be taken as creepy. But if an average guy who doesn't have game and says what Alan says, he's going to come off like really creepy because he can see behind the mask.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's just like say Alex, you can say hi to a woman, right? And because you got the confidence, it's going to come off totally different than it would a regular guy saying hi because she can smell insecurity, worry, fear, and things like that. So that's what I'm saying. So Alan's stuff will work for Alan. And I'm not saying it won't work for anybody else. I'm just saying I know it will work for Alan because Alan's a smooth motherfucker, right? So him saying, baby, you see, it ain't like, baby, I want to get you to my house and fuck you. No, Alan's like, hey, what's up, girl? Hey, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? It's the same thing, but it's going to be perceived differently.
Yeah, no, I get that. So I'm still a little confused, though. How do you feel like, is white lies a part of your game or no? Like, would you tell like a little?
No, I don't. No, I don't lie. There's no white lie. If I'm with a woman, I'm with a woman. If I'm late, well, which I won't. If I'm late, I don't need to tell you why I'm late. I'm just going to let you know I'm late. Listen. She's not special enough to me for me to have to bend and tell her a fib or a fable because I don't care what she thinks. So if she asks me if I've seen somebody, I'm going to tell her yes. If she asks me how many women I have, I'm going to be honest with her. If I'm seeing somebody, I'm sorry.
Okay, let me ask the hypothetical like this. Okay,
sure.
Let's say you have a date with a girl, right? And you're late. Because you had diarrhea and you were taking a fat shit, right? And you get there and the girl's like, hey, so why are you late, right? Like, what would you say to her?
I can either say, it's none of your business why I'm late. But if you want the truth, but if you want the truth, I was shitting. That's the reason why I'm late. I mean, that's the truth. But I mean, I'm tactful. See, I got tact right there. But again, I don't even want a woman to ask what I do for a living because that's none of your fucking business. So my whole thing is don't question the fucking king. Understand if I'm late, I'm late. And you'll know I'm going to make it up to you later on the back end. But I'm not going to lie, though.
Okay. I mean,
So,
I don't know if we have too much disagreement there. Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know. It was like when I was watching a debate between you and AMS, I was thinking like I'm kind of in the middle. Like
right.
he's like very I guess what's the term, pragmatic. Like he'll just do anything for the pussy, right? He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I need to get that pussy. You're kind of more of like a, I don't know, like a authentic or whatever, honest approach.
100, right.
So like somewhere in the middle. Where like I'm definitely more like straightforward and honest than he is, but I'll still tell like a white lie if it's necessary. Like,
but I'm saying, but that's a beautiful thing about you, and that's what you are. You know what I mean? And that's what makes you you. You see what I'm saying? I just show my guys that I want to make sure I keep it a buck. That's what I was keep it 100 with her, and that way she can never say you didn't tell me. She can never say you lied to me. She can never say you manipulated or deceived me. So I take rid of all that shit, get rid of all that bullshit in the back end, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like, if you're honest, that prevents a lot of like issues later on. Yeah, I would agree with that.
But it gets to the point too. But it also gets to the point because again, I know a lot of guys want to fuck. So if you want to fuck, then why not ask for what the fuck you want? I mean, it doesn't make it. It hurts you more to take a woman out that you want to fuck. Because like I said before, you're manipulating a situation instead of just asking for what you want. If you just want to fuck, just ask for what you want. Why go around the dinners and all that bullshit to get mad if she says no?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you. I would say I probably agree with you more on this topic than I disagree. Okay, I mean, I think we probably agree.
Okay.
Let me ask you this question. Okay, so this is probably like the one real disagreement we have. Maybe there's more.
Okay.
I saw one of your videos. You were talking about like when you're talking to a girl, you were advocating giving her your number rather than getting her number. What is your logic on that?
Because it's all about me. Why the fuck would I run behind a woman? I'm never going to run behind a woman. I'm the one. I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm sexual, sensual, seductive, smooth, romantic, kinky. I create worlds in my mind. I know how to turn her on. I know how to do a lot of things. I know how to get her to her core. So why would I belittle myself and beg for a number where I'm running behind that bitch? Now, I will offer my number first, like I tell my clients. She's allowed to say no, but then I'll ask for her number at that point. But I will always offer my number first because I'm always about me. Me. I will never beg or ask a woman for a number because she's just not important enough to me to do that, big dog. That's what we teach.
But why beg? Like I never beg a girl for the number.
Well, no, what I'm saying, okay. Yeah. Well, no, I don't mean it. Okay, all right, but see, this is what this is street. I'm not like, see, remember I seen the pickup artists and all that other stuff. I've been through all that on the street, real one. I'm talking about the real. Again, I guess the ones across the street. That's how they see it because they see a man asking for something that he should be giving her as weak. And that's where I came from.
Like where, like in like the hood, or who thinks?
Yeah, that? The street. Because the real ones make it about them. It's always about us. So why would I ask a woman for a number when she can call me? Remember, it's about me. She's calling me because I'm the prize. I'm the opportunity, not the option. But if I offer my number and she says no, then I'll ask for hers at that point. But only when I offer mine first.
Yeah, I just feel like it should be reversed because girls are horrible at taking initiative. So a girl could really like you. She could be into you. You give her your number and then she just doesn't follow up, right? A lot of girls are just
that's the beautiful thing about it. Tells you if she calls you, so fucking what? If she doesn't, that's what I'm saying. No, it's clear. See, the thing is, we show our guys, I don't want you to keep blowing her fucking phone up and waiting for her to reply back to you. Let's just get to brass tacks. If she's interested in you, believe you me, she will contact you. But that will show you the interest right there. But if she's not, fuck, who cares? They're not, again, from where I'm at, they're just not that important to worry about them that much, man. But that's why we get so much pussy. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I agree that's a good mindset. You shouldn't worry about the girl, but like it's all about increasing your success rate, right? So let's say like you have one client that approaches 10 girls and he gives 10 girls his number and one of the girls calls him versus the other guy, same exact guy approaches 10 girls and he gets 10 girls' phone numbers and then 5 or 4 of them come through, right? Like you want to increase your success rate. So I just really don't like you can get a girl's number without begging her, without being needy, without blowing up her phone. You're just increasing.
Okay, well, then it's our difference. Okay, see, we don't see that as success because the game is not about women. The success that we see versus the guy getting the 1 versus the 10 is that he got off his lazy ass and went and did something that was hard for him to do. That's how we see the success. We don't care about the end result of the success. Remember the last domino. We don't care about the last domino. Matter of fact, even with myself, I don't care about her saying no. I care more about when she says yes, because in my mind, I could have done it better. I'm harder on myself when I get them versus when I don't. But we don't teach success in women because at that point, what we're saying is on our side of the street is that you're making it more about the woman than yourself. Success is not getting the woman. Success to us is making the move to do the one thing that you could never do at first. That's what the success is. Because then at that point, you're not worried about what she's going to do.
So I would agree. Okay, so if your choice is not doing anything or going up to a girl saying hi, getting rejected, I would agree you're more successful if you go up and say something, even if you get rejected. But the level above that is not getting rejected and sleeping with a girl, right? So yes, of course, if the only option is like not doing anything or going up and getting rejected, going up and getting rejected is the success. But if the option is going up and getting rejected or going up and getting the girl, I would say, I'd rather get the girl. Like they're not the same thing.
Well, here's the thing. You're not actually getting a girl. You're just getting a fucking number. You know what I mean? You're just getting a number. That's not.
Ultimately, yeah.
Right. See, the game doesn't start when you exchange information. It starts when you're one-on-one. So if it doesn't matter which you say the girl. It's either, the ones that don't have game talk at women. The ones that don't, but the ones who do have game, they talk to women. 2 totally different things. So if a guy gets a woman's number or whatever, and he gets 10 girls, he might not get 10 of those girls because he's normally talking at her because there's no structure in leading her where he wants to go with a bunch of, what do you do for a living? When was your last boyfriend? What are you looking for type stuff. So even if they get 10, it still could be a loss because the woman can see that guy as food. They see a lot of guys don't understand women have more game than most of these guys. Yeah, so a lot of women, if you flaunt with your money and shit, then that's where she gonna go after, and she gonna know how to run you.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I still think it's better though to get the girl's number than to give her yours because you're just much more likely to lead to a date or to a successful outcome.
Like but again, a date cannot be okay. If a date to get pussy, getting her number, then the individual already lost because he's already pandering for the pussy by buying her fucking dinner. That's not a win. That's more of a loss. That's more of a loss because.
Go ahead.
Okay. At the end of the day, whoever is in whoever's mind, and this is what I was taught. I'm just talking about what I am my side. Before the internet, before all this pickup artists, all this stuff, this is what we learned on the street. All right. Whoever's in whoever's mind at the end of the day is the victor. So it's okay to see a woman. It's okay to say, I want to fuck that woman. But as soon as you're trying to beg, pander, take her out and try to manipulate what you want to do to get what it is you want to do, then you have her in your mind. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think you can definitely get a girl's number and not like take her out to dinner. Like I get girls' numbers, but then I just slide them straight to my place or to a bar, right? So you don't have to, just by getting her number doesn't mean you have to take her out to dinner. You can get her number and then invite her straight to your place to fuck. It's just about who the ball is in whose court. You want the ball to be in your court because girls are generally terrible at taking initiative. Like let's say I'm trying to sell you something, right?
Yeah.
Like let's say I want to sell you. I used to sell solar panels, right? So let's say I want to sell you solar panels at your house, and I meet you at like some kind of home remodeling expo, right? You're a potential client. I'm a salesperson. I can either get your phone number and follow up with you. Like we discussed solar for your house. You seem interested. So I can either get your number and follow up with you or give you my business card, right? But I'll be better off getting your number and following up with you because then the ball is in my court.
I agree. In sales, absolutely. But this ain't set. Well, again, I'm talking street game. I don't know the pickup and the pills and all the other stuff. I'm just talking street. From the street, that sells. But I'm selling myself. It's totally different. But you getting a woman overnight is not the same as the average guy getting a woman overnight because, Alex, you have confidence. Just like with Mo One, you have a confidence in yourself that outshines the average guy who doesn't have any laws, rules, codes, principles, or anything like that. So when you talk to a girl, it's easy for men like us to whittle down no trust to sexual trust within a few conversations with her or even that night. But the average guy that doesn't believe in himself, doesn't have a self-concept, a self-identity, cannot even hold a conversation, doesn't know the difference between his sexual sides, he's going to come off creepy and stuff, man.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with any of that. Have you ever done like an experiment where you did like, I don't know, like you went up to 50 girls, gave them your number, then you went up to 50 girls and got them their number? Like, have you ever experimented with it?
Well, we did another experiment because we was getting pussy so easily. We did this thing called the rejection game. So, because I always hang with wolves and sharks and shit. So, because we get pussy so easily, we try to make it harder for ourselves. So, we would just go out and say the most radical, stupid ass shit to see if the woman can say no to us and shit. So, that was our fucking games. Because, get pussy is easy, especially now. Now, getting pussy today is the easiest thing in the world, dog. It's no sense. It makes no sense how these women are throwing pussy at these guys, man, or men.
You feel like it's easier now than it was 20 years ago?
Well, yeah, it's better. I'm jealous of these guys now because 20 years ago we had to walk. We had to literally walk over there and talk to you. You know what I mean? There was no internet or computer or anything. But you guys, not you, but guys today, they got access to whoever's connected. So and these women are. The women are fucking at such a high rate, but please understand, they're fucking men. They're not fucking males. They're fucking men, but they're doing it at a high rate, man. It's ridiculous. But I
would say that if you're in the top like 0.1% of guys, it's probably easier than it's ever been. But if you're the average guy, I think it's harder than it's ever been. If you look at like the statistics, like they say now 25% of men are virgins. Back in the day, it used to be 10%. So every year, the number of men not having sex goes up and up and up.
Right. Okay. But let's look at let's take a moment and look at the why. But see, this is where a lot of guys go wrong. They're always looking at the last domino, but they never look at the first domino of the why they're not getting it. See, they don't have any perception of themselves, no self-concept of themselves. They have no values. They have no laws, rules, or codes of how they operate for themselves. So if they are not doing anything for themselves, that is going to be their result. But what happens is because of the internet, they have skewed that to make it seem like women are hard to get when we are taught to look at the man in the mirror, not the man out the window. Because what you're saying is true, but what we got to look at every individual as an individual basis. How many guys are working on and again, this is game, but we teach, how many guys are working on their scribe, their studio, their marketing team, their drug lab, culinary school, their mental gym? No, none of these guys are not working on themselves. What they're doing is they're grabbing information from other people, trying to put it all together, and then not doing anything but bird watching when they see a woman walk by.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think technology is part of the problem because back like even when I was like 21, you had to like the only way to get laid was to go out and talk to girls. Now, like people are just trying to get laid from their phone, and then you just become lazy, become deconditioned to going out and taking social risk. So I would say that's like.
Can I say something on that real quick, Alex? Here's the thing we always tell guys. See, this is where guys go wrong with game. They don't understand. It doesn't matter if you put a note on a dove or a note in a bottle, or you text, you call, you're on the phone. You are the common denominator. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong. See, some guys that say, well, I can call women on the phone, but I don't know how to text. No, you don't know what you're doing because you are the common denominator of the ways you communicate. And see, what a lot of guys do is they want to use an excuse that I can do one thing good, but I can't do the other thing good. And as a man realizes that he's all things. And I mean, again, that's what we taught on the street. We're all things. So we look at the world totally different in that way, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but you have like different things you're better at and different things you're worse at. Like, I'm sure there's things that you're better at and worse at, right?
I'm worse at.
Like, I'm better at, I don't know, I'm better at talking on the phone than I am at.
No, well, because I'm okay. The thing is that, again, for us, or I just say my kind, is that the first communication is not with the woman. The first communication is with myself. And that's the difference. I don't talk at the woman. I'm talking to myself to figure out what I need to say because I know where I'm going to take her. But before I say what I'm going to say, Alex, I know why I'm going to say it. I can defend what I'm going to say. I can stand on what I'm going to say, and I can express what I'm going to say. And I'm going to stay. See, it's called stand on your square. I don't know if they talk about that on those streets we at, but we stand on our square. That means we ain't moving off of what we are. And that means what I am is that, again, I'm all things. I communicate through myself, through texting, talking on the phone, or anything. I'm still the same person doing it.
Okay, would you agree that there's two different elements to game? There's your inner game, which is your mindsets and the stuff you talk about, and then there's your outer game, which are the things you do and the actions you take. So, for example, your outer game might be like whether you invite her back to your place right away, you wait half an hour, something like that, right? So you would agree with that, right? There's inner game and outer game, right?
Well, no, there's okay. Okay with the pickup artists? They use that as inner and outer because it's not okay. We call that I am versus I do. Okay, it's not inner and outer. It's I am versus I do. I am is all about my mindset and how I think about myself, my self-concept, who I am to me. What I do is not who I am. What I do, again, if I'm working a job, my job isn't me. It's just something I do. It's an I do. So getting her to the crib is an I do, not an I am. That's why we teach guys to stay away from the I do's, because the I do, they tell you about clothes, money, status to do that, right? That's an I do of being just fucking responsible, really. But what they do, the pickup art, I'm not saying you're a pickup, I'm saying what they do is they've been using that since the PUA days, and that's not true. The I do doesn't matter because that's just something you do, but that doesn't define you. Like your T-shirt doesn't define you, Alex, but you put your shirt on. That's an I do. But you are, Alex, as a man mentally is an I am. That's how we teach it. But that's our way of how we teach guys. I am versus I do.
Yeah, I think you're talking about something different though. I get that, but yeah, I think there's like your inner mindsets, right? And then there's like your actions. You can it's easy to change your actions. It's hard to change your mindsets, right? So your mindsets would be things like your confidence, your self-esteem. That takes time to change.
Yeah.
Versus the other is like your actions, what you take, where you take the girl, how you text a girl, how you talk to her, how you flirt with her, what you say. Those two things are like kind of different.
But they're not, because they start with they start with the I am. See, okay, again, I just talk about our side of the street. The I am. So if I want to figure out what I'm gonna do when a woman opens the door, I'm not thinking. Most guys are thinking of it stuck on the I do. So what I'm doing is I'm what I call scribing. So I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to look her up and down. I'm going to grab her with my right hand, bring her in, tell her how sexy she is, how good she smells, how nice she looks. So I'm doing all this here first. I'm not doing it out there. I'm doing it here first. So I'm already prepared because I rehearsed what it is I'm doing. So when she comes over, it's already done. So I'm just doing it. I'm doing what I created, versus most guys where they fuck up is that they don't do shit. They just like wait for life to happen. They wait for everything to come their way. But what we teach our men, we don't wait for life. We make shit happen. We don't wait for shit to happen, big guy.
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with all that. I think we're still kind of talking about different things.
Yeah,
I agree with everything you're saying. Yeah, you should make shit happen. You shouldn't wait around. Yeah, you should be a man of action.
It's just our terminology. It's just our terminology is probably just different, bro. I mean, we're probably saying the same thing. It's just our terminology is probably different, big dog. That's all.
Yeah, all right. We can move on to the next thing.
Okay, we're good. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you this. What Do you nowadays, like, I know you got married like a while ago, but do you recommend marriage for guys nowadays, or what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, here's the thing about marriage, and I say this before, and I love to tell you this. I don't want to be long-winded, but I'll try to sum it up.
Okay.
Okay. It is not my job to tell anybody to get married, nor is it my job to tell no one to not get married. But what we do is we give our clients a set of tools to put a woman through a rigorous bunch of steps to see if she's even wife worthy to be your wife, number one. But I always say to these guys, don't get married unless you want to carry your name. Don't move in with a fucking woman. Don't do any of that shit. Just fuck, put your dick on her forehead and let her go. Do not get married unless you want to carry your name over. But if you don't want to get married, don't get married. I don't believe in telling people what they should do, because I have no right to play God to them, but I do have a right to let them know that marriage is not bad like these guys are always saying. I mean, they use all these scare tactics. It's not exactly what they're saying. It's all about how the man is to himself and what he demands from the woman.
Like, if you had a son, I don't know if you have any kids or not, but if you had
a
son,
I got kids. Oh yeah, of course, got sons. Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. So what do you like when your son comes to you and is like, Dad, I don't know, should I get married? Like, what kind of advice would you give him?
I listen. You have to. I'll tell my son. See, I'm not going to do what my parents try to do to me, is try to push church mindsets and all that shit. I want my son to be his own man, to free think for himself. If you want to get married, and by what I teach him, you will know if she's wife worthy, because what you do the gauntlet, it's the meeting and dating phase. And this is where a lot of guys fuck up. They don't even know what their expectation is of meeting and dating, Alex. And then from the meeting and dating, if she's not worthy, you stay still. But if you're dating her and get a relationship, then what is a relationship to you? What is your standard of a relationship? And if she's hitting that, then you can move to moving in. And then every step that you have is whittling down to see if she's worthy of your last name and your ring. But see, my son knows the worth of his name, and he's not just going to fuck some girl and get her pregnant or marry somebody, because we're not going to fuck up the family name over here.
Yeah, so you're pretty neutral. It sounds like you're pretty neutral on the topic. Like, you're like,
well, yeah, because yeah, I guess I am, because marriage is a great thing for somebody that wants legacy. Marriage can be a bad thing for a weak man. If your pussy is tighter than hers, then don't get married. Don't even get a relationship, because she's going to test you every step of the way.
Yeah, I somewhat agree with that. I would say I'm also neutral I'm like low neutral about marriage. Generally, I would lean towards no, but I think it can be okay under certain circumstances.
Yeah. It just depends on the man. But again, every man. See, the problem they have today, Alex, real quick, is that everybody's using, if A does it to B, then A is going to do it to C, and that's the lie. That's the trick that they use. They want to manipulate these guys, thinking that just because it happened to a guy on Mars, because that's how the news does, they'll take a school shooting, and by the time it gets to your neighborhood, the police are around the schools and everything like that. So if A does it to B, doesn't mean A is going to do it to C. That's the wrong concept to think that way.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. All right, let's take some question from the audience, because basically all I have. Okay, one guy's asking if you can like break down your way of approaching a woman from like.
Well, I don't approach. I put my bid in. So where I put my bid in is I'm clear and concise. I walk up. I teach bid, but I'll give you an example. I go up to her. I excuse myself, introduce myself. I let her know why I came over here, what my intentions are, and then I give her my number. And then after I give her my number, my first message is telling her the story of how we met. And then I'm setting up the date. But
you wouldn't chit-chat with her a little bit first before going for the number?
What's that now?
You wouldn't chit-chat with her a little bit before giving her your number?
Chit-chat about what? I don't care enough about her to chit-chat. I'm saying that, time is everything to me, because I stand on the importance of time. So I'm going to do Mission Impossible. I don't have time to sit around and talk to a fucking woman about a bunch of boring ass conversations to show her I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to be clear, concise, and transparent. This is who I am. This is why I'm coming over here. This is what I want to do. Call me, and I'll talk to you later. When she gets in touch with me, or I get in touch with her after I offer my number first, And she says, hello, I'm setting up the date because I'm not wasting my time. I am not the guy to be, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure, and all other stuff. But, Alex, even if I met her on Monday and we have the date on Friday, we're not going to have the date because in between Monday and Friday is she's going to be so blown away by how I communicate to her that we're not even going to get to Friday. We're going to be back in my fucking place because of how I teach my guys to go through land, sea, air, and space and communicating, how to have wine above your bed to show how sexy you are, to change your colored lights, to have new paintings. All these things position her to start talking about sex. And once we start talking about sex, we're not even going to have the date on Friday.
Okay. What like let's say you do this to 10 girls. What percent of girls are going to, like, you think, call you if you give like 10 girls your number following this approach? Like, what would you say? What's your success rate, I guess, is my question.
I don't know. I don't care. Look, Alex, okay. I know a lot of guys over there, y'all look at success rates. I would tell you my success rate is high because I don't care. Because they recognize I don't care because people don't understand. Women can smell weakness from a mile away. So my success rate, again, Alex, is not in her calling me. She's just a perk. She's not special. My success rate is 100% because I go after everything I go after. Whether I get her or not doesn't mean I fail. But if you're making it about the woman, then you're not making it about the game. Because again, Alex, from where I'm from, the game is not about women. It's not about the woman, and that's why we fuck so many women, because we take the power out of the pussy. We're showing them that you're not special. That's what makes us dicks and assholes. But I mean, the man that's looking at the success rate, he's probably gonna fuck himself up because he's gonna put a lot of pressure on himself, saying, "I've got to get 70%," and I've got to, because remember, Alex, if you get 10, that's just you getting 10 women. You haven't fucked yet. You haven't even talked to her yet. So is that success because you got 10 numbers, or is the success going to be in fucking 10 women when you talk to them?
Yeah, I partially agree and partially disagree with you. I agree with the part about, like, you don't want to put a lot of importance on the pussy and you don't want to, like, tie your ego
Never.
to it. I agree with that part. But I think you can still keep track of, like, roughly your success rate. You don't have to, like, OCD about it. But it's like when I was doing sales, like, I used to have a rough idea of how many doors I would have to knock before I would get a sale. It's the same thing. Like when I go out to the bar, I know how many girls I'm gonna have to talk to more or less before I get late, right? So I think,
well, I kind of agree with you. But let me say this. I kind of agree with you, but this is what we do. We don't look at, because we don't look at that shit. What we do at the end of the day is we teach guys how to look at what we call the film room. That means at the end of the day, you sit down and go over your day, go over what you did, go over what you said, and look at what you did right versus what you did wrong, and then make the adjustments right there to evolve the next day to not do the same thing over. So, but we're not saying I got to have 10 to be successful, because again, to us, success is not talking to the woman. I'm sorry?
It doesn't have to be anything like that where it's like you're like OCD and you're like, oh, I need to hit 10% success rate. It's just, I think, like, having a rough idea of metrics is good, because then that's the only way you know if what you're doing is good or not. And then when you try a different approach, then you can evaluate whether it's working better or not. Like, I can tell you that when I was, like, first on Tinder, I was trying this, like, one opener, right? And maybe it was working like 2% of the time. And then I tried a different opener, started working 5% of the time. Because I have that rough idea, I can evaluate which works better. But if you don't keep track at all, then you can't tell which approach is working better or not. That's the problem.
We don't use openers, so that's why I guess the concept is all, because we don't use openers. We just talk to women the way we want to talk. We just talk to them the same way.
It's a different phrasing, but it's the same thing.
Like, but see, here's the thing. See, what you're saying is you're looking at your different openers for your success rate. So let's say you have opener 1, 2, and 3. So if opener 2 works the best, you're going to use that or practice 1, 2, and 3. But we teach our guys the guys a letter A. We teach them one thought, one mind, one way. Women are not special enough. See, again, read this, Alex. We show guys women are not special enough that I need to change what I say to a motherfucking woman just because she's a redhead, a blonde, a brunette, or wearing something tight. I don't need to change for women. I'm going to say me all the time and say what I want to say. And whether she likes it or not, I don't care. But that's what gets them, because they can't smell that I'm trying to come up with lines and gimmicks and stuff, because they see that so much from average guys that they get thrown off by someone that's not even using an opener. I just talk to them. That's all.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, I think you don't have to be like gimmicky or use any kind of lines. I just think it's a good idea to have a rough metric of like what you're doing, whether it's working or not. Right.
Right. No, I agree. Right. But that we teach rehearsing. Yeah. Well, but again, how many guys rehearse? How many guys rehearse, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many guys rehearse? Yeah, but how many guys rehearse, Alex? They don't even know about rehearsing. They don't rehearse their bit. Well, when they approach, they practice approaches, but they don't rehearse. They don't sound check. So
when you say rehearse, what do you mean when you say
rehearsing and sound check? Okay, sound check is that I have 3 places that I go to all the time. Okay, coffee, tea, ice cream, cocoa, wine, and we would call leg spread your ass cheeks, feed the ducks. Okay, so that means I've got a few places I go to all the time. Sound checking is making sure that this is the right place for me, because when I set up the date, I'm going to explain to her and paint the picture of why she's going to accompany me versus just asking for a date. But sound checking is also your house. It's sound checking your lighting, sound checking your music, sound checking how you have everything set up. So when she comes over, it's nice, airtight. Rehearsing means you've already got the sound checks down. You're just trying to perfect it.
You know what my honest assessment is? Like, I think you got like really good mindsets, and I think you're kind of like more or less a natural when it comes to girls. You definitely have like a lot of really good mindsets. I think though, like,
thanks.
I think though, like if you, I don't know, maybe we're a little bit more open to like formal game. Like I think like, you could even take your shit like even further. I'm not saying you're not good.
Well, Alex, there's no such thing as formal game, because remember, I'm before the pickup lines and gimmicks and stuff. So what I'm saying, Alex, is that I've got a great success rate of guys. I mean, like I say, Alex, if you go to my main page, or I show it all the time, you'll see all the pussy, all the women hitting on my guys and all this stuff. So, but it's not. See, but watch this, Alex. See, here's the thing. It's not about me though. So I'm me for me, but I show these guys that when they learn their name and learn who they are, Alex, they can communicate with themselves, and they don't need to learn gimmicky things when they did. Here you go, Alex. This is the funny thing I always tell guys. Every guy has been a man since the beginning of conception, because when your daddy met your mommy, Alex, those will sound funny, but it's the truth. When you were going to the egg, you were one with yourself. There was no sperm tube. There was no spermogram. There were no gimmicks. You were one thought, one mind, one way, one passion, one desire. And you said, fuck everybody else. I'm going to get to the egg. So that's what makes you the winner, because you made it here. The problem is they gave up on themselves somewhere along the way. They didn't need gimmicks to get to the egg. And that's the truth. That's how we got here. We had a drive in ourselves that were greater than our brothers and sisters. But somewhere along the way, Alex, these guys gave up on themselves because they saw a girl and they thought that feeling was fear versus maybe going after what I want, brother. Well, that's what we're taught. But again, I'm just telling what we're taught, brother.
I mean, I guess like I can give you like this example, right? So like I got into debating about like 9 months ago, and I was like pretty good at it naturally. I would just fail it accidentally. And then I had like this guy reach out to me, right? And he was like, yo, man, like I think you have some talent for this, but I want to teach you formal logic, like formal debate. And I was like, oh, dude, that sounds kind of gay. Like, I don't want to learn that. I kept putting it off, but he was like, no, dude, like, trust me. I started learning it. And like, once I started learning formal logic, like the debating got better. So I think like you have a lot of good natural mindsets that you've developed from a young age. I'm just saying like I'm not saying you have to be gimmicky or use formal lines, but just learning some like general formal game, as corny as it sounds, will actually probably like even like up your shit to the next level. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I'm just saying, instead of like, what's wrong with learning yourself? That's what I'm saying, Alex. I understand what you mean, but see,
faster. It's just faster when you learn it.
Right. When you say game, that again, what people don't understand, even young people, during time, even with Elvis, people have always went across the street, and it wasn't just black people. It was just they went across the street and took things And then they try to, like the PAs, they took stuff from black people and try to call it game and put it in a Bible that looked like game, called it game, and try to name it game. But that wasn't game. It was manipulative tactics that they call game, that they took some things and try to call it game. But it's not about race. I'm just giving you a history lesson. But that's not game. Game is not about women, and as soon as you make it about the woman, then you don't have game from those that are real in it before the internet came on. Because there was a time before the internet that men was fucking and getting women. So
I get it. Yeah, fucking didn't start with Tinder.
Right. Right, Alex. Right.
My parents were fucking. Your parents were fucking. Right. Yeah.
Right.
Although I would say, like, our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation wasn't like having sex with hundreds of people. Only like kings in ancient Europe are.
Yes.
Our generation is unique in the fact that the number of sexual partners that we can have. Like, that wasn't really practical 100 years ago. Yes,
that's true. I agree. They have sex. The world is the oyster for the man that chooses to have it his oyster.
Like 200 years ago, the only person that had like hundreds of girls in their life was like a king. Like the average.
Yeah, absolutely. But there were guys fucking.
Yeah.
There were Casanovas though, Alex. There were some Casanovas on the side.
You have like 3 or 4 girls, you know.
Right, 3 or 4. But back then, 3 or 4 it could be like 500. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it was different for sure.
Yes.
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting talking to you because you learn game from a very different, I guess, way than I did. You learned it from the cool guys in the neighborhood, and you learned at a very young age versus I learned it from the internet. I think we came to a lot of the same internal mental conclusions.
Absolutely. I know you got game. You can smell it. You know motherfuckers that got game, Alex. It's just just because we came from 2 different areas doesn't mean you don't have game. You have game.
I think we like our mindsets are like probably 90% the same. In terms of I think what's different is probably some of the external stuff that we do, like the actual tactics that we might
and you being in Russia, and I'm being in Maryland. Yeah, I mean, just probably.
No, I'm not in Russia right now. I'm in Miami right now.
No, I'm just saying that's a joke. That's that. This is a joke. This is a joke.
Yeah. But all right, let's see what other questions we got. Okay.
Shit, let me see. Charge.
All right, guys. If you got any questions, get them in now.
Even if they have questions, I did on another thing. If you can just tell me, I tell all the guys, you want to show game, I'll show you game. Tell me something a woman has ever said to you, and it doesn't matter what you say, and I will show you how game works. Because there's nothing a woman can say, or you can say that a woman said to you that I don't even have the answer already in my mind because that's what I created. So and you can tell the guys to challenge me. Just tell me something the woman has said to throw you off. You tell me, Alex, and I will tell you in a split second of what I would say and how I would do it. And you will see what game is about.
All right. I'm a hot blonde chick. I roll up to you. I'm like, hey, Steve, I heard you used to bang guys' wives for a living. Can you come and bang me while my husband jerks off in the corner? What's your response?
No, come on, Alex. I'm going to say, yeah, Alex. Go ahead. Hey, but let me call my boy Alex. Hey, Alex, you want to come bang this chick?
I'm just talking with you.
Yeah, it's all good, brother. It's all good.
Okay, let's see what we got. Ask him if he's. Someone keeps asking, why does he make fun of his callers? Do you make fun of your callers?
No, I don't make fun of my callers. I don't make fun of my callers. The problem is women make fun of you guys. And what you got to understand, if you cannot handle okay. Alex, a lot of these guys come from this world that they think the world is sunshine and rainbows and women are not really fucking, like women are special or something. So if you are in your feelings and your pussy is tight, I'm trying to, Alex, Alex, you were in Russia. So I'm sure there was some hardcore shit. I mean, what games did y'all play in Russia where it was really some beat 'em up shit? How long did you stay in Russia? Did you play any games or anything?
We played spin the vodka ball. If the vodka ball lands.
Oh Jesus! Oh, y'all drink the vodka. Okay, Alex. Well, Alex, what I'm saying is, see, the thing is, a lot of guys got to understand is, I'm nice to guys. They just can't help. Listen, if you can't handle me, you'll never be able to handle a woman because if you think a woman's not going to treat you like shit, talk down to you, and do it worse than me, then the problem is you. So you got to get the mommy and the emotions out of yourself and learn how to put your big boy pants on and let your nuts drop from your stomach.
So you believe in like tough love, basically, right?
Well, tough love. I mean, there. Well, what other way is it? What? Please accept
like
me.
Soft love or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Okay, someone asked this question. Ask
Yes.
Steve what his thoughts are on Rollo Tomasi and Red Pill, what he agrees and what he disagrees.
That's why I got this right here. See, don't take the red pill, take the me pill. Because let me tell you about Rollo. All that bullshit, that hypergamy. Listen, I keep telling y'all guys, do your homework. All that shit didn't start until Mystery Method went on VH1 and women found out that you guys were doing, not you guys, Alex, guys that had layers, they were doing seduction tactics and all that other stuff. So now everybody's crying when they were living high off the hog. But the problem is with guys like that is that he's using a word where, again, the game ain't about women. So who gives a fuck if a woman goes up, down, left, or right? But when you show a woman you don't care, Alex, that's when they want to be on your team because they're so used to these guys giving a fuck. They love the guys who just don't give a fuck. But yeah, all that's bullshit. Take the me pill. Don't take the red pill. Take the me pill.
Okay.
Me as in you.
I like that. I like that. Okay, this is another question. It doesn't matter how much game you have if a girl does not find you physically attractive. What are your thoughts on that?
So what? What do you do? What if a squirrel finds you physically unattractive or a bird? Why do you give a fuck? I mean, y'all, again, listen to what I'm saying, young man. Great question, but listen to what you're saying. Look how much worship you put in the woman versus put in yourself. You're letting a woman dictate how you feel about yourself, young man. So the problem is who gives a fuck? Guys, let me tell y'all something. This is what y'all understand about women. And I need y'all to understand this one and don't understand it. A woman cannot control emotions. So that means that when you show her that you are beyond the fucking kissing her ass and worshiping her makeup and eyeliner and her weave and wigs and shit and realize she's insecure, she has low self-worth, and she ain't shit until you say she's shit, you're going to win. Why do you care what she thinks about you? Why give her that much power over you when you can say, I mean, look, think about Alex. If you don't give a fuck about a squirrel might run right by you. He might not like you. You don't think about the squirrel. You don't think about the rabbits or the trees. But a woman, what makes them so special that you got to worry about what the fuck they think, Alex? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and I think that's a good mindset to have. All right, so here's another one. This is a funny question. Ask Steve why he stopped hosting Family Feud.
Family Feud? Oh, wait. Oh, that's a... Oh, look, listen. So, hey, listen. That comes from probably somebody racist. Don't get mad because I can get women of all races and colors, brother. You can call me Steve Harvey if you want to think you got jokes, but I'm not the one who has problems with women. You got problems with women. So instead of asking about Steve Harvey, maybe you start asking about yourself. This is why you might not get no pussy right now. Next question. I'm sorry.
I would take it as a compliment. Steve Harvey's a pretty good-looking guy. All right,
well, but that's a sidebar racist. Like all black people looking alike, Alex. That's some sidebar racism.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Have an interview with Netflix today?
I can't discuss that now. I can't discuss that, guy. I can't discuss that. Yeah.
All right, all good. What are you doing, like a TV show or something? Or
I can't discuss it, Alex. I can't discuss it, Alex.
Are you going to do like an announcement or something on your channel at some point?
I will if maybe. I can't discuss. All
right, mystery man. All right, let's see what else.
There's a thing called confidentiality. You can't discuss shit. So.
All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Almost did coaches. Okay, where? Guys, let's get some questions in. I know there's a lot of good discussion, but I'm trying to find questions, and I see mainly people just having a discussion.
But see, there lies the problem right there, Alex. The problem is with the average guy, they're so busy discussing things versus paying attention to the class. See, when you're a student of the game, you're focused on the mentor and the information. You're not talking to other people. And this is a problem that a lot of guys have.
I think they're just having a good spirit.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all
good. At the end of the day, it's like entertainment, you know?
It's all love. All
All right, playing with fire. What do you and Steve wish you knew younger? That's an interesting question. I'll let you answer it first. What do you wish you knew when you were younger?
When I was younger, I wish that I was a Dallas Cowboy. When I was younger, I love my Cowboys. So I wish I played football when I was young, but I wish I could be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys when I was a little lad. What about you, Alex?
Well, what do you wish you knew? Like, I mean, like, I think the question is like, what kind of information do you have now that you wish you had then?
Okay. Well, I was really hard when my mentor made me study poetry. So I wish that if that was a wish that I did poetry faster to learn my mouthpiece better, because I really didn't understand. Remember, the things you know, the things you don't know, then the things you don't even know that you don't know. So I didn't know that I was groomed to learn my mouthpiece through writing poetry. So that might be it. Just working on poetry, working faster. Yeah.
For me, I wish that I didn't give a shit what people think when I was younger. When I stopped giving a shit, my life became a lot better.
Hey, you know, my hero, Ebenezer Scrooge, got me out of that, Alex. That was my hero. I loved Ebenezer Scrooge. The first part of Scrooge. Yeah, when I was young, I loved Scrooge. That's my dude. Because he didn't give a fuck about people. So that was my the dude that
mean old man who who the family hated. I mean,
but they respected it. They feared. Some feared him. Some respected him. So I don't know. I clung
to the story. At the end, he realizes that he's.
I know that's the book. That's a happily ever after, Alex.
Okay, I mean that's an interesting, I guess, inspiration. Okay, what do you think about waiting on choosing signals?
Show me a lion that sits in the Serengeti, opens his mouth, and a zebra says, "Open wide, I'm jumping in," and then I will say there's such thing as choosing signal. I don't believe in choosing signals. Never. I don't sit around and wait. Again, my time is important to me, so I go after what I want.
Someone said this. Why can't Steve be like this with a cause? Completely different person. What happens on your show? People keep saying this.
Here's the thing, Alex. Here's the thing. They come on to this show, Alex, and they ask the most asinine questions. Look, Alex, the same question. Look, if you need help, my first thing I always ask, do you have your puzzle pieces? And what they'll say is no. Then why are you listening? I can't give you look. A lot of these guys ask trigonometry questions, Alex, but they don't know how to count up from 1 to 10. They don't know how to add, subtract, multiply, divide, fractions, and decimals. So what they got to get is toughness, because what we hear is what women hear. Alex, you can hear a guy, you know he's soft, and you know that he will be food for a woman. So for my job, it's my job to toughen these guys up and to show them you got to be tougher than what you are, because you don't want to be food to a woman. Yeah. But I'm a snowflake. I'm nice. Stop being mean in the street. Tell me, Alex, I'm me. I'm nice.
I only watched a few of your. I watched your debate with AMS. I watched some other discussion you had. I only watched like 2 of your videos. I didn't watch like the calling stuff. So I actually not really sure what they're talking about.
You go to Real Game No Theory. We laying in the motherfuckers. That's real bunch pipe. You got 6 street thinking men on that thing, so they don't play around.
I saw the one where you were like talking to these 2 British girls. Do you remember that?
The one I was talking to 2 British girls.
Like I've always. And you were like, the chick is like, why don't you take me to dinner? And you're like, I ain't taking you to dinner. And the chick is like, but why not? Am I not worth it, with her British accent? Do you remember that one?
No. I talked to a lot of them. I don't remember that one, my brother. I don't remember that.
That's the one I was watching earlier today. Okay. What else do we have? People were asking, what do you think about Fresh and Fit?
Okay. Okay. Fresh and Fit are doing their things, but here's the thing. I knew whatever his name is, when he was Myron Gaines at the 21 convention, sitting beside me, having dinner, didn't have any game. His thing was he was all about fitness. That's why he had the last name Gaines. That's why he took that last name Gaines. So he was a fitness instructor who then tried to become a dating coach. So then he got under somebody, I won't mention his name, and he taught him how to maneuver and how to run game through regurgitating the hypergamous, this, the Mr. Hypergamy, hanging around those guys, and then regurgitating and taking their people and creating something. I can't knock him for what he's doing. I just know what he was before he was what he is right now.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, he was actually a big fan of Playing with Fire back in the day. He
Oh, really? So you see that? So yeah, so what's odd is I bet you he thinks he's smarter than both of us combined, probably.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I mean, would you ever go on their podcast if they like asked you or not?
No, because I told him I would beat his ass on sight. I don't want to talk about that, but yeah, I told him on the back and I'll fuck him up. Excuse my language. No, I would never. No, because he tried to talk some shit. Again, I'm sorry. Never mind. No, I wouldn't. Just answer your no, I wouldn't.
I got you.
Yeah.
Is Alex? Okay, wait. I want to hear his opinion. Okay, on this. Is the debate here? What is the question, dude? I'm not trying to skip questions.
What is his opinion on? I'm trying to. Yeah, I got to put my.
Okay, here's the question. At his age now, what is the youngest age girl he will be able to pull? 3 question marks.
Right now, probably 2021. Because we're in 2021. Y'all don't understand. With all your guys out there, we talked about a soft opening. If y'all will listen on July, but August is the best month of the year for men, because August is when the high school girl throws her hat up in the air. She becomes a college woman when that hat comes down. So once she leaves mommy's house, that's why they're fucking the professors and all that other stuff. So you get them young. It just depends on what you want. Guys, these women are throwing the pussy. In August, we get a brand new batch, Alex, of women all over the world leaving high school, leaving their parents, and leaving their situations to go lick some pussy, suck some dick, getting orgies, drinking, doing drugs, and living their life every year.
Steve, if you don't mind me asking this question, are you in like a traditional marriage where it's like closed, or are you like, do you still fuck around with chicks?
So I don't like to talk much about it, but let's just say this. Let's say that it is a marriage that is open, but it's not a thing of guys. But I always keep business off the street. You know what I mean?
I think I get the picture. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't talk about my personal life because I'm not my marriage, and I don't want people to see my 22-year marriage that don't have any problems as a caveat to do marriage or not do marriage. I'm just saying that I don't make game about me and my life because you're not me. I try to make it about the individual and not what I'm doing. More about the message versus the mentor.
Yeah, I mean, I got you, dude. Me and my girlfriend, we have some fun too.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I go to Vegas every year. You know what I mean? Y'all always see me in Vegas. They always wonder what I'm doing in Vegas.
Steve's out there banging your wives. Steve's the guy. 4 a.m. The call comes in. Steve was like, "Honey, sorry, I gotta go. Gotta take care of this dude's wife."
I gotta go play spin the bottle with the vodka with Alex. Gotta play that with Alex.
Advise approaching club. Okay, this is how would you advise approaching at the club and or lounge?
Same way I would advise you talking to a woman at the bookstore at the college thing. First thing I would do, but there's a little bit of rules here. The problem is where you guys go wrong is when you walk in the door. You already failed. Because some of you guys are gonna go right to the wall. That means you're the creepy guy. Some of you guys will go to the bathroom. That means you're the nervous guy. Some of you guys go to the bar, which means you need liquid courage. I teach my guys to go up to the first group of women you see, because what people don't know is all the women are looking at the door and sizing every guy up by what they do when they walk in that building. So I'm going to already set myself up, but I'm also going to look to hunt the guys down. And that's not homosexual. If you want me to get into that, because I'm like, Alex, I want to, I'm like, Alex, like, whoa, wait, hold on, wait, what the fuck? No, let me show you. Okay, Alex, peep this. Okay. So,
all
right. So you have 4 guys and 2 women. 4 of those guys are cock blockers. So that means I cannot go into that group because I got 4 cock blockers. Okay. So what I teach my guys is I will wait for one of those guys to go to the bar. I will go to the bar. I'll give you an example, Alex. I'll be like, hey, what's going on, dog? Oh, hey, what's your name? Alex, how you doing? Oh, Steve, man, look at all the women, man. I'm messing with that one, and that one. Man, you having a good time, Alex? Oh, shit. Hey, bartender, give my boy Alex a drink. Hey, Alex, if I see you around, I'll make sure I say hi, man. I got to go talk to this other woman. I'll see you later. That's all I do. So Alex then goes back to where he goes. I make my way back around, and guess what? When I see Alex, yo, Alex, and Alex, like, oh, hey, Steve, come over here. I want you to introduce you to something. So that means he's bringing me in. So once I'm in, I work to the women.
Okay.
Right. But then what happens is not Alex, but Alex's friend. Alex might have game, but Alex's boy might be trying to fuck the girl I'm talking to. So Alex's friend be like, Alex, man, why you bring him over here? I mean, damn, look what he's doing. He's talking to Marsha or whatever the fuck, right? So then Alex, not you, but Alex say, hey, you know what? I was talking to him, and he was talking to that girl and that girl and that girl and that girl. What I've done there is she's gonna get so mad, I'm separating her from the herd. So she's gonna come look for me. And I know it's a lot of moves, guys, but y'all got to think more chess than checkers, because you are not going to be able to go and talk to two women around a bunch of dick thirsty guys. It just doesn't work that way. So that's how I do this.
How do you?
I'm sorry.
My question is, how do you have so much energy? You are so energetic, bro.
Because I'm on. Dog, I only sleep 3 hours a day, but yeah, I'm my own. Yeah, I only sleep 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours a day. I usually around it's 10 o'clock now. Sometimes I'll go on at 3 a.m. to do a live show for the UK guys, but I'm a dam, not a leaky faucet, because the game the information in your mind just doesn't go away, man. It just
You're so energetic. You're like me after I drank 10 cups of coffee.
Well, but I love me, Alex, and I love the game. I love talking about this. That's why I'm so adamant, because we talking game here, baby. This is what it's about. So I just love this shit, dog.
Let me ask you another personal question.
Sure.
Do you take TRT, like testosterone, or no?
No, I don't take testosterone. No, absolutely not. No, I do not take any testosterone or anything like that. I do take a little bit of heart medicine, kidney medicine. My body is breaking down, so but no, I don't take any testosterone. Look, if I took testosterone the way I am now, my eyes would be glowing like fucking Homelander on The Boys and shit. I don't need to take no testosterone, brother.
All right, I got you. Okay, this is a kind of a bizarre question, but this guy keeps asking. Steve and Alex, how do you feel about calling guys' wives ugly on the internet? Well, me personally, I don't insult anyone. So
yeah, wives, okay. Well, yeah, and let me say this, because I talked about this yesterday, Alex. Gentlemen, you don't understand, and I take it back to your grandparents or your great-grandparents. What your grandfather saw in your grandmother, and Alex, were your grandparents married for 30, 40, 50 years? You had grandparents like that were married for a long time?
They were married for 60 years until they both
Okay, I'm going to use okay, then you'll understand my point. What I tell guys is that, I'm going to use your grandparents. Even though the world might saw your grandmother as wrinkly and old with white hair, your grandfather saw her the same way he saw her the first time he met her. So
my grandma was a hottie. She had huge tits.
Right, yeah, but I'm just saying he still, but see, that was not the relationship, because we're all going to lose and hit a wall eventually. We're all going to get old. I'm telling you, it's not just the women. You guys are going to have midlife crises, but everybody's going to get old. So why talk about somebody else's wife like that when that guy chose the wife that he chose? He knows what he wants, but that's kind of dirty talking about somebody's woman like that. And that's why, Alex, we don't talk about somebody else's wives like that. We keep the wives and children out of the battlefield, man. You don't talk about wives.
I try to do that too. I mean, I think I might have done it once or twice in the past, but generally speaking, I try to keep wife, kids, and family out of it.
Yeah, because they have nothing to do with all this stuff.
Even if I hate the person.
Don't hate me, Alex.
No, I don't hate you, dude. I'm
just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Alex, can you please have him elaborate? Most guys are skeptical about older guys pulling 20-year-olds. Okay, so I guess he's asking if you can provide elaboration on how an older guy can get a 20-year-old or something.
Okay, all right. You guys are y'all are looking at the I do versus the I am. You guys don't understand sexuality. And to understand sexuality is to understand that most of you guys, and I don't mean to be rude, most of you guys are stuck in high school still. You still got high school thinking, as in how you approach, how you fuck, how you kiss, and how you behave. Where women who are in high schools, now, and it's like this, the 9th grade girls will mess with the 10th grade boys. 10th grade girls will mess with the 11th grade boys. 11th grade girls will mess with seniors in some college. 12th grade girls will mess with college boys because they want maturity, okay? That's the key thing. And the thing about an older guy is that an older guy is not running behind a woman, kissing her ass, and bringing weak dick to the table. He is showing her that she can be more with her sexuality. And Alex, that's what guys don't get. Guys don't understand that women love to fuck. Women love sex. And that's why they sleep with older guys, because older guys know how to be more not mature with shit, but they ain't making it a big deal. We just fucking go back to doing your work. One of my best clients that was 50 years old at the time, he was 50. He was a gigolo, and he was fucking young girls in college because the young girls were tired of the college guys that were immature, didn't know how to talk. They were desperate, needy, creepy, and wanted to fuck. So I know it's hard to see it, but until you get game, you'll understand it, man. Because like Alex can be 80 years old and still pull a young chick in college right now. If you were 80, Alex, you know what I mean?
I don't know about that. Maybe if
you had a long beard.
I don't know about 80, but do you recommend the gigolo thing for like the average guy, or is that something you don't?
No. That's upper level stuff. I don't recommend that. I'm saying that what's going to happen is you're going to get a roster. Okay, now think about it. Women have rosters. You're going to get a roster, and your roster is going to be predicated on, it's not going to be about the pussy. It's going to be what she can do for you once you get the level of game that you have. Because we're going to have girls that cook our breakfast, girls that do lunch, dinner, give us massages, and shit like that. So it's not the gigolo game because they ain't at the level. They can't even talk to a woman, more or less direct a woman. So no, it's not about the gigolo game, man.
I want to try being a gigolo. All right, Alex, this is the third time I'm asking this. Does he have any tricks on lasting longer in bed or other tricks to get women hooked on sex?
Well, okay. I'll give you an example. I'll give you wine above the bed. All right, give you wine above the bed. All right, so what I tell guys, Alex, I tell them to put wine above their bed. And the way we communicate with women is through land is texting, C voicemail, and space video. So what I would do is I tell my guys, hold your video camera up, take a video of you on your pillow, and as you lean up, have you showing the wine above your bed. What's going to happen is two things. Number one, most women don't get messages from guys, so it's different. It's exciting. So all she's going to do is not only press play, but she's going to show her girlfriends. But what she'll do after that, Alex, is she's going to start looking what's behind you. Then she's going to be like, well, damn, why do you have wine above your bed? And then the game is, look, if you and I are in bed messing around and shit, why would I get up and break the moment? When I have the wine right here, I can pour it in the glass and pour it on you to see if the wine tastes better on your body than it does. I mean, it's all game because what I'm doing is I'm positioning for sex. I'm not trying to talk about sex, but the way I position it through the paintings.
Well, what about? I think the question is more of like when you're fucking the girl, do you have any tricks to like fuck her better and like make?
Yeah, we got kissing 101, 5-play, fucking 101, master the bedroom, kissing. We teach guys how to fuck, kiss, and eat pussy. So we teach guys all that shit. Yeah. I'm trying to find a client. I'll just give you if I can find a client and let you hear something. This is from a client. I'm just going like this is not for me. I know this guys. This isn't from me. I'm letting you know this isn't for me. It's from a client.
It's not like a video fucking or anything, is it?
No. I'm gonna show you audio, just audio, just audio. See what I turn.
Hi, my son can send one of these back. I've been wandering around finding something to wear so I can go to eat in this hot weather. I hope you are driving safe.
All right, that's. I got to wait. Let me see if I can find a better one. Hold on, let me see this one. Oh wait, that's her getting off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's her getting off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry. That's her getting off. I didn't mean that much. Hold on a second. Let me find this one. Oh shit. Hold on. God damn it. Hold on.
Steve, turn down the pool for God's sakes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dog. My bad.
Hi, Tyler. This is Katie. And thinking about you. Thinking about that chicken soup when you make it for me. I was able to go with you to the market to get the chicken that one time. But when you make it, hopefully you'll just be naked wearing an apron. And then while it's simmering, we'll go into your bedroom, shut the door, and have our fun.
All right, we'll stop right there. But I'm just saying that this is the lifestyle. Huh?
That's one of your clients?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alex, what I do on my show, I always show the receipts on my show. All my shows, every client that sends me the text messages of the women or the audios, we play them all to show the guys that this is what happens. This is not from me. This is from guys who never had game, but now they have game, and now they're pulling women. So their problem is getting rid of women.
Yeah, well, let's give the guy let's give the guys like a few like maybe tips to like fuck girls better. So I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll give a few of mine.
Okay.
So I think a good one is to have some toys. So I have some like handcuffs on my nightstand. I have a Hitachi Magic Wand vibrator. So like if I'm fucking the girl, I'll put it on her clit. Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah. I have some toys and shit. So that's a good one. But a lot of sex is mental, and so like, just building a lot of sexual tension. Possessiveness is really good. So like while I'm fucking a girl, I'll be like, whose pussy is this? She'd be like, it's your pussy, daddy. So a lot of that, yeah, it's my pussy. Who gets to fuck that pussy? She'd be like, no one likes daddy. So possessiveness can be real hot. So those are like some of mine. What are like some of yours?
All right, I got a good one for you. I tell all you guys, now listen, this is going to be a deep one. Check this out. I don't want the woman to just masturbate. I want her to masturbate to me. So what I do is, and I teach my clients to create masturbating audios that they can send to the woman, and she can play with herself and masturbate to his instructions, thus making the mental connection that much more when she orgasms.
That's interesting. So it's like
Alex, whoa, yeah. So Alex, peep game. So when I know the client, the woman, so if she likes rain, the thunderstorm, or the ocean, or nature, once I know that, I will play that in the background. I show my clients how to make her take her clothes off, make her touch herself with the ocean water playing in the background. And that's what we call a master the bed and remove of giving the drug of you. I got another one. Watch this one. Ready for this one? Now, I got two of them. I can tell you Sexoween. And I got Easter game, okay? Easter and Sexoween. Okay. In September, I teach my guys this for October. To make an invitation of a Sexoween that you give a woman. And the invitation is you're cordially invited to get a tour of my apartment so I can tell you about the sexual ghost haunting my apartment. So when she comes over, your apartment is broken up into 4 sections. You got the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom, and the bedroom. So the first section, what he would do is he would tie up his women in the dungeon. So you have whips and chains and spanking her. Second room is he would eat off of them, and then you put food on her, liquor off her body, and all this other stuff. Third room is purifying her in the shower lights that turn red, and then tying her up in the bed and saying that the sexual ghost is in me now while you fuck her. How many guys? Come on, Alex.
No, that's pretty creative. But wait, going back to the first one.
Yes.
So you find out like if the chick is into like the ocean sound, right? So
yes.
You would like what? Send her like a voice recording, being like with the
ocean. Yeah. I would have the voice, and I had the ocean. Well, no, I had the ocean sounds behind me. I'm gonna say, okay, this is what I want you to do. What I want you to do slowly is take your right hand and rub the inside of your thigh from your knee with your left hand. Slowly go down, slowly, gently. And with your right hand, I want you to rub I would instruct her. What I'm doing is I'm instructing her on every move. So when she orgasms, she's coming on me in her mind.
Right, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. Yeah, you send her. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because every time
Easter.
Thanks about
can I give you Easter real quick? Easter is this: you go to Party City, you get a rope, handcuffs, and a bandana. You go to Walmart, you get an Easter egg basket, you put all that shit under the basket, put that green shit on top of the basket, and then you type up nasty things you wanted to do to you or nasty things you do to her. Put those motherfuckers in hollow eggs, put the eggs all over the apartment, and let her go Easter egg hunting. And what happens is you have just edged yourself in her mind. So when you break up, who do you think you're going to get a call from Easter when the other guy isn't doing it? So remember, we're doing things that the average guy isn't thinking about doing. So when Easter hits, she's going to call you because the moment and memories are edged in her mind, brother.
Yeah, I like the creativity, bro. I like things that are creative like that. Let me ask you this question. I think I already know the answer, but might as well ask. What do you think about this like dumb red pill notion that eating pussy is like beta? Like, you know how they talk about that? Like, oh, it's like beta.
Shit, I'm a lesbian. Alex, you didn't know I was a lesbian? Oh my God. Hey, the lesbian in me is pretty fucking offended. Hell, guys, I got something called 5-play that teaches you how to eat pussy for 2 hours. Fuck that. Oh,
Yeah,
hell no, Alex. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
I guess I'm a beta.
I agree with you, dude. Yeah,
I guess I'm a beta. Shit.
Yeah. We have a whole guide on how to eat pussy too. Actually, we have a video demonstration showing how.
I do the same thing. We call it 5-play.
Yeah. I think eating pussy is great, especially if you're like fucking a really hot girl, and you know, like sometimes you're about to bust really fast. You can take a break from fucking her, eat her out while you calm down a little bit. Then you go back to fucking her. Then you take a break, and then you can do that. Otherwise, you just bust in like 2 minminutes. So it's like a nice little in between.
That's why I fucks with you, Alex. That's why I fucks with you. You're absolutely right. You're right, dog.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, what other questions do we have? What do you think about wheat waffles? I mean, I think I kind of know the answer, but I'll ask anyway. What do you think about wheat waffles and the black pill?
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
The black pill is like the theory that like it's not what it sounds like. It's like this theory that like looks are the only things that matter, and that like everything is determined by your looks. So they believe that there's this
I would stop listening to those people because looks are going to go away. All our looks are going to fade, man. Again, you're talking to people who ain't fucking. What's weird, Alex, is people got to stop. People are allowed to say, make pills and stuff. But when are we going to stop being gullible, naive, and disillusioned? Because motherfuckers getting pussy are not complaining about women. They just don't do it.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. The guys who are getting laid a lot are usually not on the internet. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, I mean, yeah, he's talking about though, Clayton. He means like what girl you're already hooking up with. He's not talking about a random girl. He's talking about a girl you're already with. So that's not gonna happen.
Wait, Clayton. Now, Clayton, here's the thing. The thing about game, like I told you from the moment we did this thing, is business has to be off the street. And Clayton, this is what you don't understand, is that a lot of women, because this is what people do. I'd say and give you your answer. I know some of you guys are trying to look that fucking woman up and try to dox her and all that shit, man. We are keeping business off the street, dog. You don't talk about that shit, man. But what does what I have got to do with you, brother? That's what you got to get out of the thinking. Don't look at me as a gauge. Learn how to get game and get your 20-year-old.
Well, I think he was confused because he thought you were talking about sending those like audio tapes to like any random girl. But I think what you're talking about is sending them to girls you're already having sex with.
Oh, no, the ones I'm not having sex with that I know I'm gonna fuck. See, remember, Alex,
it's like sexual already, not random.
Yeah, I'm fucking her. Yeah, I'm fucking her here. See, my thing is, I don't teach my guys to fuck. I teach them to get the invite, because once you get this, you get it all. You get the dinners, they buy you jewelry, clothes, all that shit. So yeah.
Well, no, I know what you're talking. Okay, so maybe you haven't had sex with a girl, but it's a girl where there's a sexual vibe already. Right?
Because then I would send that to her.
It's not a random girl that you're going to go out for coffee with. It's a girl where there's already a sexual vibe.
All right, but a girl I go out coffee with, let me show you a sexual move, guys. I'll show y'all one. Here you go. When you go out to coffee, what you want to do, like I told you, if you sound check it correctly, they're going to know your drink already. And it's really cool when you don't have to ask for anything. But number one, this is what y'all guys do. When you sit the woman down, the waiter comes. Let's say, Alex is my waiter again. I'm just using Alex as the waiter. So Alex comes up and say, "Hey, my name is Alex. I'm your waiter." And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, "Alex, hold on. Before we even order, Alex, let me tell you how I met this woman. Here I am minding my own business, Alex. I don't know, going trying to find a vodka party or something. And then I ran to her, Alex. And you know what? Come on, Alex. Look at her. Now I'm gonna grab her and I'll twirl her around. I say, Alex, and I'll give you some dap and everything. I say, Alex, hey, look. When I ask for the receipt, take your time because I'll be going in for the kiss. I'm setting that shit up from the beginning. But I'm going to use you, Alex, as that to show that I've got fucking personality, man. I'm fun-loving. You know what I mean?
I don't do it to that extent, but I do like something to a lower extent than that. But
we do this. But you on the same street, though. Same street.
Yeah. Well, I think like also if I did the same exact game as you, it probably wouldn't work because we have different personalities. Like, I think it would be weird if I was like running your same exact game. Like, you know, like that would just be bizarre. Right?
But here's the beautiful thing. Here's the beautiful thing. We teach. No one's running my game. I'm teaching you how to run your own game based off of your concept of how you see yourself.
If I just try to copy you, like that would be.
Yeah. We don't teach copy. Yeah, don't. We don't teach copy because we want you to be your own individual.
And I think it would be weird if you tried copying me too. Like if you were like,
yeah. Let me try it. Hi, I'm Alex. Can I get your number?
Yeah, I think you're confusing me with Fresh Prince CEO. I don't have.
No, you never not. No, you're not. You're not that.
I'm more of like I would be more of like a frat boy. It would be more.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's cool. We all frat boys. I'm just a 51-year-old frat. I'm a big ass kid, Alex. That's the thing.
Non-existent hairline.
Yeah, no. Well, you know what? I can grow hair, so I don't want people to think I just don't like hair, but I can grow my hair. I just don't like it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Alex, I just don't like hair. Oh man, I just don't like it. I like my bald look.
Really? I've never.
Yeah.
So you just shave your head just because you don't like
hair? All the time. Yeah, women love that shit. You want to know why? Because the bald, I got these little prickly things. So when you're rubbing the pussy, like when you're eating the pussy, and then you take your head, the crown of your head, and rub the clit this way or that way. So I'm just showing. I mean,
wait, really? That's why you shave your head, is so you can eat pussy better?
Well, not eat pussy better, but I shave it for me. But I learn how to use it for my benefit.
That's interesting. But you have like a full head of hair, like now.
Yeah, I grow my hair out, of course. Yeah, but I just don't like hair, man. I'm just not a hair person. That's why. Matter of fact, I'm just keeping this until my birthday. I just said, you know what? I'm gonna keep this shit up, and I don't even like this shit. I cut this shit up. I hate this shit right here.
Dude, I
don't like hair at all.
I wish I had a full head of hair. I would give my left nut to have a full head of hair.
You don't need hair, man.
Nah, I like my blonde curls. All right, so Steve and Alec. Yeah, this question comes up like every podcast I do. I'm not ignoring it, but what the fuck is there to talk about? Yes.
Okay. Well, let me say this. How can you make that statistic when you're not even talking to women? This is what I don't understand about I call them surface dwellers, Alex. I can't understand why you're making this comment about 70% of the women overweight. You're not even talking to the 30. So why do you care, big guy? And this is why they call me an asshole, Alex, because what is he doing? He's already got a built-in excuse about 70. You aren't even dating. Listen, here's a dick moment, Alex. The guy that said this is not even talking to 0.99999. So how the fuck do you know about 70 when you're not even talking to any women? That doesn't make any sense, man.
Well, I think what he's doing, he's just going online reading statistics. But I would say, like, yes, I acknowledge that there's a lot of overweight women in America. Who cares? How is me and Steve talking about it going to solve the problem? They're not going to lose weight just because me and Steve talk about it.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck about this?
Like, I like to give practical advice. Like, there's nothing that can be helped you guys if we talk about fat chicks. That's not going to help you in any way. That's like talking about me and Steve talking about for an hour about how we're all going to die one day. Yeah, it's true, but like, how does that help you not die? Like, it just doesn't do anything to help the problem. So that's why I don't really.
Yeah, that shows you need some help. Get with Alex or some coaching or something because you got your mindset on.
I'll acknowledge there's a lot of overweight women, but I live in Miami. Most of the chicks I see are smoking hot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Alex, a person like this is why they lose with women because he's focused on the wrong fucking thing, man.
Yeah, well, you want to focus on things that you can control. A lot of guys focus on all the things that they can't control, which is like a waste of your time. Like, why would you focus on the macro fat trend? You have no control over whether the average woman eats or not, but you have a control over the kind of girls you hook up with. So just don't hook up with fat girls.
Yes, sir.
So, Alex, yeah, I'm not skipping the question. It's just everything we've been talking about is sober game. So everything we've discussed so far.
Okay, wait. Answer NLF and sober. What does that mean? What is that? What is he asking?
Okay, so the question is like, okay, but what do you do if you don't drink, basically? But I was saying, like, everything we've discussed so far doesn't involve alcohol, I think, right?
Right, but this is okay. Again, y'all can laugh at me, but this is my mindset. I'm intoxicated off of me, and I'm my own drug. Alex asked why I'm all excited because I'm high on me. I don't need liquid courage. And no, if you drink, I'm not here to judge anyone that drinks. But what does drinking got to do with the fact that you have no sense of self? I don't understand. Maybe it's me. I don't understand, Alex.
Yeah, it's just we've answered this question actually without directly answering. We've been talking about everything we've discussed so far doesn't involve alcohol. There's nothing we've said so far that you need alcohol for. Nothing at all. Everything that's been discussed so far can be done without alcohol. Like, I don't drink personally. Like, you guys see me drinking kava. I don't drink alcohol. I haven't touched alcohol in like 6 months. So yeah, like.
But what is the importance of alcohol, Alex? I don't understand. Why is he so adamant talking about alcohol? What does that got to do with anything?
Because Steve, he's under the impression that everything we've been discussing involves alcohol, which is an incorrect assumption because it does not.
I don't even drink.
You don't drink either?
I don't drink or smoke. No drinks. You know my favorite drink? My bitch drink. Orange juice, pineapple, and if I'm feeling frisky, a little bit of Sprite. That's my bitch drink. I admit that. That's my bitch drink.
I smoked weed before. You don't smoke either?
I don't smoke weed either. I don't smoke, do drugs, anything like that. None of that shit. None of it. But it's not that I don't judge people that do. I just don't. I just learned that I'm my own high. I'm my own drink. I'm my own liquor. And that's why I taught to become addictive.
I'm kind of jealous of you in that sense. I wish I had that. Like, I wish I could be like high on my own.
You can be. I'm just saying. It's just I'm not. Please understand. I'm not judging anybody that drinks. I'm not doing that.
I'm jealous because you're like almost twice my age, but you're 5 times as energetic.
Oh yeah, I'm a big kid, Alex. Alex, sci-fi. I watch The Boys. I play video games, so I'm a big ass kid. And I guess that's what keeps me young.
3 hours a day? That's fucking insane, man. 3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours. And I have to listen to classical music to go to sleep, to be honest with you. And classical music, I got it because my mind it doesn't shut off.
Dude, if I do 3 hours a day, I would be a zombie. There's no way I could do a podcast if I slept 3 hours.
Dude, I can do a 5-hour show live. I can crash for a few hours, do a 3 hour, get up at 3 a.m, finish that show and go back to my day. Because I mean, again, when you have a business, it's not just America. We're dealing with people outside the country in different time zones. So coaching has to be different.
Do you eat a really healthy diet or anything? Or
hell no. I'm out of shit. No. No. I don't eat. My diet is steak and whatever the fuck I want to eat. But I do work out. I try to work out, but I'm not.
So you're just naturally like very energetic. Like,
I'm high on me. Remember, Alex, I always say the graveyard. Tomorrow I could die. So why live like oh, Alex, I'm sorry. If I'm going to die tomorrow, no one can say I never was happy about who the fuck I am.
Yeah, you seem pretty happy, dude. Can Steve and Alex admit that the city where you game matters? Yeah, of course, the city matters. No one is denying that.
But why? But you're not okay. Why are you looking at the city when you should be looking at the fact that you can't talk to girls? You don't know how to say, approach, fuck, lick pussy. You don't know how to talk. You don't know how to make them smile, laugh, blush, think, and react. And your comment is about a city? Alex, is what I'm saying. This is why we fuck so easily, because this is what women are dealing with on a daily basis, big dog. I'm not trying to be mean at you, brother. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know about the city. I know the city under my nuts that you can get on.
I mean, yeah, I think I have. I probably have like more sympathy for these guys because I used to be one of them. Like I used to also be obsessed with the wrong shit. But yeah,
I'm more like General Zod. I want them to conquer. So I'm trying to give them a conqueror mentality, man. I want them to conquer.
Okay. Alex, mindset. Alcohol and sex should not be promoted, so young men don't think to get laid must have alcohol. Yeah, I don't really promote alcohol because I don't drink, so how would I promote it?
Right. We ain't even talking about alcohol. We didn't even talk about
I think he's just saying in general. I don't think he's like talking about us. Okay. Let's see if there's any other comments. Oh, guys, approaching. It would be funny if you and I met up in Miami and did some approaching together, approach some girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I put some glasses on so I can see better now. Shit. I'm old. That shit, them little words and shit. I gotta put glasses on and shit.
I think that's basically all the questions. Okay. But yeah, Steve. Thank you so much for coming on, dude. Do you want to plug your channel and shit?
Yeah. Guys, the thing about the Man Mindset, y'all go there. We're the only guys out there that have a dating site for you where women are on there right now. We do everything we can to bring women to you. We show you how to cook meals for desserts for women. We do a lot of things that we're not trying to separate ourselves. We're just trying to show you that when you start to realize you're the only one of your kind, you're going to have a shift in your thinking. Stop worrying about the outside world. Stop worrying about what people think about you, especially these perks called women. But also, I want to say a special thanks to Alex. Alex, I just want to say thank you for having me on here. I want to say thank you to your chat room guys out there, even the guy that said I look like Steve Harvey. I want to say thank you to all you guys out here. But you go to the Man Mindset, go to the page, you can see the results. You can go to the bottom and see me making a woman. I helped a guy make a woman play with her pussy live on the air several times. So you can see all those receipts to show I know what I'm doing. But also, we have live shows all the time, Alex. We go live, damn him, every day, almost like 3-4 hours. I'm probably 2 to 3 now. We go almost every day, Alex, pushing out game, showing you about your mindset, and also showing you receipts and answer questions live. But Alex, but yeah, and we'd love to have you come on as well, Alex, and chop it up and shit, brother. You know,
yeah, dude,
have you come on and shit.
I'd be happy to. I also realized we have another mutual friend, Afi Kingdom. You know
Alfie, Alfie's, he's good people. He's good people, absolutely.
Yeah, well, we have a few. Yeah, dude, I would definitely be down to come on. And yeah, man, thank you so much for coming on. I mean, I know guys that said it was a debate. I think it was a good discussion. Like we covered a lot.
Well, yeah, it was not a debate. Like I told you, and I'll tell them if y'all didn't know. Listen, Alex is Alex. I'm not here to change Alex. Alex can believe that, you know what, horses fly, shit. You know what I mean? But I respect the man. You know what I mean? Right. I respect Alex, the man. You know what I mean? And as a respect for you, who am I to try to change your mind? You know, I mean, we don't have to think the same. As long as Alex staying on fucking Alex, that's all I give a fuck about. As long as Alex doesn't let no woman walk all over him, I don't give a fuck. That's all I care about. And I can tell you, Alex don't look like that motherfucker. So
I think we largely agree on mindsets. Anyway. When it comes to like mindsets and inner game, it's interesting because we had 2 totally different upbringings, like totally
different. Yes.
Couldn't be more different if we tried.
We
came to a lot of, like they say, like you lost your virginity when you were 13. I lost my virginity when I was 19. Like I did not have like a cool guy in the neighborhood show me anything.
That's why I got out the game, because when I got married, I got out the game. That's why I teach now. That's why I teach. So if I wasn't married, I don't even know if I'd do a show. I'd be out there fucking a lot. I don't even know if I would have time. But right now, I love teaching. I love, you know, I never make it about my life, because my life is my life. I try to get these guys to say that, look, you have a life. So let's get your life together. Let's get you right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where do I get one of those T-shirts?
I'll see you one. Yeah, I'll make one for you, because I made these. Look, you see, I got the paint bar, the thing that right next to my book that's coming out. So that's a big me pill bottle I got right there above my Sphinx. But but that's our new thing, is to combat the red pill. Fuck the red pill, take the me pill. Make it about yourself. Take this pill, and you don't have to worry about shit.
Yeah, I like that. I'm not a fan of, like, I hate what the group think, like, oh, we have to like all agree on, like, I hate those, like, guys are not thinking for themselves. They're like, oh, Rolo says this, I have to listen to that. So I like that concept of, like, take the me pill, like, listen to yourself.
Yeah, that's it. Just take the me pill. Yeah, but see, we are two different individuals, but we got a concept of self that we show other men the way we see it. You know what I mean? And that's what makes you and me. There's no right or wrong here. It's just what our perceptions and our realities are, my brother. And it's all respect. It's all respect at the end of the day. That's what matters to me. Respect.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Massive respect. And thank you so much again for coming on. I thought it was a really good discussion. Yeah, I'd be happy to come on your channel. Just let me know.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to have you on, man. We're going to have it on. We're going to chop that shit up, man.
All right, sounds good, bro. All right, man. Thanks again. I appreciate it.
All right, well, hey, guys, Alex, it was Playing with Fire. What do you call your guys? You have a name for your guys?
Just Playing with Fire, really. Yeah.
See, Alex, that's it. You guys, I got to learn how to name the pussy. Alex, you better get your Playing with Fire aficionados or chat room dogs. Shout out to Playing with Fire, man. But thank you, Alex. You have a good one, and holler at me, Alex, okay? We talk on the back end, my brother.
All right, for sure, dude. Have a good one, man. Take
care. I respect, brother. Peace.
Bye-bye. That was good. That was a good podcast. Yeah, I know we said initially it was going to be a debate, but I think we want to be more of a discussion. But that's okay. I'm not going to like force a debate for the sake of a debate. If we largely agree, then we agree. It's interesting because we like totally different upbringings. Like mine is so opposite of that. Like I grew up like upper middle class, like super white family in fucking Russia, and then moved to like suburban Jersey. But yeah, it's interesting that you come to like some of the same mindsets. I think we disagree on outer game, like a lot of principles of outer game. Like I think he has different outer game than I do, maybe 50% different, but inner game and mindsets, which I think is probably more important. I think we're like really like probably largely agree. But he has like his own style, like I think that we just have different styles. Like if he tried my style or tried his style of like talking, it just would be like a disaster. So at the end of the day, you can only be the best version of yourself. But yeah, so tomorrow we got a debate with Destiny. We had to move those around. And then Wednesday, we got another one. So we got a whole bunch of debates this week. I packed my schedule this week. Some days there's going to be 2. So yeah, I want to provide like massive value for you guys. I want to grow this channel even faster. I want to get to 200,000 subs really fast. So yeah, I'm going to just keep putting out massive value for you guys. And yeah, if you guys have any other requests, just let me know. Like this was I didn't even know about Steve until someone wrote in this request. Someone emailed me or texted me, I forget, or he DM'd me saying, "Yo, man, you should have this guy Steve on." So I was like, "All right, sure, I'm down." Alex got bodied. I did a response video today. Check it out. I dropped it today. You should go on his live streams. Yeah, I'm down to come on. I mean, he seems like a really nice guy. Like, he seems like a really chill, nice guy. He was really nice, like over DM. Just seems like a nice older guy, I guess. Yeah. Alex. Yeah, people keep saying like something about he callers. I don't know. I'll be honest. I've only watched a few videos before of him. I didn't watch any of the stuff with callers. So I don't know. I'd have to check it out, but I haven't seen. Maybe I'll check it out later tonight. All right. Good job being open-minded. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I think that was basically it. Alex, be the first coach to have infield with successful guys at 51 years with 500K sub. Yeah, dude, I would definitely be. If he comes to Miami, I'll definitely be down. I'm down to film infield with like any coach who wants to come to Miami. I'm just not going to travel myself. But if anyone wants to come to Miami, I'll film it. We'll do it. We did it with Daniel White. We're going to do it with Gabriel Gray at some point. I'll film infield with any coach who wants to come to Miami. I don't care. Natural. Alex, once younger women see you as their natural dating pool, game can change. Okay. All right. I mean, I think that's basically. I think if Alex does content with Steve, it would explode. Yeah, I don't think it would explode. I think it would be interesting, but I don't think it would like explode outside of like the pickup community. You know what I mean? But yeah. All right. I guess that's basically it. I don't know if there's any other questions. But yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, guys. So tomorrow debate with Destiny. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be 9 p.m. So yeah, tomorrow 9 p.m. and then Wednesday we had. I'll actually pull up the schedule that we have for debates. Okay, so we got Destiny tomorrow. We got this guy, Mr. Girl, who seems like a massive weirdo in a good way or a bad way. I don't even know. On Wednesday, that's going to be interesting. We got this feminist chick, not so dude, on Thursday. And then we got another one, TikTok, on Thursday afternoon. And then, we got 2 Thursday afternoon. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, we got a bunch of them. Yeah, okay. Any new PUA collabs? We'll see. We're coordinating, but there's some people I'm in touch with that looks like it could be promising. But yeah, sometimes like people confirm or fall out last minute. By the way, we're gonna bring back the in-studio podcast. Those are coming back this weekend, actually. So we got the first one back. I want to revamp some things because it was, I don't know, I felt like the concept could use some improvement. But yeah, so we're bringing those back. I have a question. Why everyone's so obsessed with the face now is just 2 personalities yelling at each other to appease their fan bases. I think you've never seen any of my debates because I never yell at anyone. I don't think I've ever yelled during a debate or on a live stream, or I don't yell in general. I don't think you need to yell. Yeah, so I think debates are a good way to have discussions. Get Austin Summers back. Yeah, he's coming back. He's part of our regular crew, so he's going to be back next weekend. All right, guys, cool. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.